What's up, everybody? Hey, it's Brian, and we're doing a little update on our Optimus Prime build for the Clone a Toy group build that I'm hosting with Mr. Trevor over at Mooger's Models. And just as a friendly reminder, we have until the 28th of this month to get all that stuff done. So if you're still in the running, please continue on. Post a video if you can. Let us know how you're doing. I'm very curious to see how folks are doing. We've had several guys finish already, and that was just awesome. It blew us away because, as you can see, I'm not yet done. But this is my favorite part of this process, and that is doing the weathering and the battle damage stuff. So not really something you get to do on 1965 Corvettes and stuff like that, unless you're doing some sort of I don't know, post-apocalyptic type of thing. But yeah, we're having a good time with Mr. Prime here. We fully assembled him, and then he sat fully assembled ever since the 1st of January, or the first week of January, all the way until now, because we've had so much going on at the beginning of the year. But we popped off his arms and legs. He's not too worried about it, though, because according to Prime, 'tis but a scratch, he says. But I'm getting my genres mixed up, I'm sorry. But we did a generous coating of grime wash on this dude here, where we're using our dark brown panel liner, and then we're doing a little bit of shading with our black panel liner, and then we've been going over and doing some dry brushing here and there. We can just see little hints of it along the windshield frames on his chest, and we've been using that for that we've been using the Citadel stuff, and this is called Rune Fang Steel. Now, Citadel, I guess, is targeted towards the gaming world, so they're going to have some different names for the same colors of things that we have in our world. But and getting used to the vocabulary can be a little tedious for me, because I'm like, what the hell is a runny fang or a run? Oh, the word is rune fang. I see. Okay. Now, what's this steel? Oh, steel. Yes. Okay. Of course. But I really like how this works. I mean, it's a nice acrylic paint, and one of my complaints about Tamiya is always that they don't really have enough metallics in their jar paint variety. So it's kind of nice to be branching out into something else. That's also available. This is kind of a fun little pot of paint here. So after we shake it up and everything, it's got a captured lid that just peels off instead of having to, bust our knuckles trying to break it off. And then it's got this really cool little spout in there. So after you've done shaking it up, it just sort of runs back into the pot, and you can just dab off of that little spout in there. And they're also pretty squat little guys too. So this is probably like just about 1.25 inches tall or something. And it's got a nice wide base and everything too, so knocking it over, you're really going to have to want to try to do that. So that's kind of a fun thing if you guys aren't familiar with Citadel paints. I've had this little guy for probably over a year in my paint stash, and I just decided, you know what, let's go ahead and try that on old Prime. So we wanted to show you kind of like the process that we're doing here, and what we're starting with, which would be this leg here. This is just bare kit plastic and fully assembled. But the only thing that's on here that's actually painted is this part of the leg here, and this fuel tank that's on the side. We painted those with the Mission Models Chrome. I think it turned out pretty well. It's not mirror glaze chrome like you would get out of Molotow, but it is a lot more user-friendly than that stuff is. And it's all airbrush ready, so that's kind of cool too. So yeah, the only parts we have painted are these two silver bits. Everything else is kit plastic, so this dark gray here, and then the dark gray that's on the venting down below, and then this Optimus Prime blurple that his leg is made out of. So what we did was we did a couple of coats of the dark brown panel liner and then the black panel liner to bring out all the detail and stuff. And then once we were done with that, we went over with the Citadel Rune Fang Steel, if I say that correctly, and did a lot of dry brushing on there, because we want Prime to look like, not only has he been in a battle, but he's been in battles for the last 100 years, which is pretty much the lore of the Transformers. So we want to make sure that Prime has not had time to do a scuff coat and paint or a buffing or anything like that in the last 100 years or so. So like around the toe here, we have a lot of dry brushing on there, because we imagine that perhaps he's been kicking on the Decepticon bad guys. We just did some nice dry brushing over the dark gray plastic here to give that more of a metallic-y look. We figured probably the knees would get beat up pretty well too, because he's going to be kneeing the baddies. And haven't really done much with this upper leg here. Those areas are usually pretty protected when you're, as far as I'm concerned, of all the superhero TV shows and movies I've watched. Guys don't usually get beat up on those parts too much, but we wanted to weather up his tires a bit. We figured he doesn't get much use with all the battlefield stuff that's going on. Something else that we're going to be trying also to help give it more of a beat up effect is we're going to be going at him with a nice diamond shaped file and or pyramid shaped file or triangular shaped file, whichever you choose. But we have Prime does come with spare hands, so we can see here just a little bit that we've been going after this hand here with the file and giving him some slashes and some dings and dents and stuff like that. We figured that his fists should be rather pummeled because Megatron does not look like a Decepticon that's soft to punch on. So we wanted to do some scratches and stuff like that. So the plan is to go back over his arms and legs and feet and hands and beat those all up. These are still rather pristine in that sense of the word, but we're going to go back over maybe the shoulders, definitely the forearms and the hands for defensive blocking and all that kind of stuff. So like maybe somebody took a slash at him or somebody's been going after him with a battle axe, something like that, and he's been blocking and punching and stuff like that. So we just want to have a lot of fun with slashing them up and everything like that, making them look like the hero he is. So here's his right hand. It has the blaster already mounted to it. So this blaster actually is captured within the hand. We build the hand around the grip of the blaster, so it's on there really good. But we can pop off the hand and put on a different one if we choose to. So that's kind of a fun deal. I like that option rather than just a hole that you slide a cylinder and it kind of flops around like the toys are. So we have done some dry brushing on the blaster, and we'll probably go back and do some scratching and a little bit on there as well. So yeah, we're really having a good time with all this right now. We're looking forward to getting this guy finished too, probably within the next couple of days. So thanks again for tuning in, guys. Thank you for your support for this particular group build. I do apologize for the fact that we haven't really been on the ball too much lately with everything that's going on around here and stuff like that. But we do appreciate everybody who has expressed interest, who's participated, and especially those who have finished and posted their videos. Thank you so much again. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your day, and we will talk to you later on. Bye now.